Sky 9 camera from the Our Lady Lake facility in Walker showing the fair weather clouds over top of us. Limited chance of rain in the forecast for today. Not going to cause any issues if you do have some yard work plans for today. And then we dry things out and actually trend a little bit less humid and slightly cooler. So yeah, if you have some yard work to do this weekend, not going to be a bad weekend to get that accomplished. That's because we're waiting on the arrival of a cold front. And that cold front sitting just towards our north. But in the meantime, we're still to the east of this high pressure system, and that is bringing in that southerly wind flow at the surface layer of the atmosphere, allowing for that moisture stream. So we're seeing moisture levels increasing, but also the humidity to being a problem for us as we continue with that separation between the air temperature and the feels like temperature. Noticing a few spotty showers beginning to bubble up extreme northeast corner, the WV viewing area. Those are going to drift towards the southwest. So Metro Baton Rouge could have a few isolated showers in the forecast. Here's a look at that on Futurecast. You can see how the rains kind of advance towards the southwest as we get towards mid-afternoon hours. Isolated at best, so not everyone's seeing rainfall for today. And by the time we get towards those evening hours, whatever rains are around will fizzle out as we lose the daytime heat. The daytime heat being the fuel and energy for those showers and thunderstorms to develop. Here comes the approaching front as we are paused at 5 a.m. on Thursday. It's going to be a slow moving front as it makes its way through. Won't be over Metro Baton Rouge until we get towards the early part of the afternoon, and won't be down along the coast until we get closer towards the evening hours. May have a disturbance trying to ride along this front as we get towards late Thursday into Friday. So there you see a few showers down along the coastal parishes, but those expected to remain outside of the WP viewing area overnight Thursday into Friday. I think fog's not going to be an issue for tomorrow morning, in large part because of how the proximity of the front is going to create increased winds. So you'll see the wind speeds upwards of around 5 to 10 miles per hour as we get towards those morning hours. That should help mix the atmosphere, allowing for that fog to stay at bay. Don't be surprised though if those usual spots see at least a little bit of some patchy fog here or there. Otherwise, shaping up to be a beautiful weekend forecast. Here is a look at that with Live After 5. We'll have partly cloudy skies, but temperatures very ideal. 80s dropping down into the 70s, and that's going to be a low humidity 80-degree temperature as well. And then for Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, LSU in South Carolina, don't think we could ask for better weather inside Tiger Stadium for a night game. Temperatures from the 70s dropping into the upper 60s by the end of it, and we're talking about clear skies. So don't forget the sunscreen if you're going to be doing the tailgating. That's probably the only weather issue we are going to see. As for Southern, the weather issue you're going to contend with is actually going to be rainfall as you head towards Daytona Beach for the Bethune-Cookman game. You can see temperatures are going to be comfortable in the 70s, but we've got elevated rain chances in the forecast and could even have some thunderstorm action, which could cause some delays for that Saturday afternoon kickoff in Daytona Beach, Florida. Let's take a look at the tropics. We've got Tropical Storm Jerry still out here in the Atlantic. That's going to be moving closer to the Lesser Antilles and Puerto Rico, but is expected to bend back out into the open waters of the Atlantic. And then we got what's left of this broad area of low pressure that's about to be moving into Mexico right now. Hurricane Center giving that a 10% chance of development, obviously because of land proximity, not likely to take place. You'll notice that curvature back out to sea right now, currently forecast to remain Category 1 hurricane, so it is expected to become the season's next hurricane, but also not expected to directly impact land areas as it passes close to the Lesser Antilles, but should be on the western side in terms of that pass for those folks there. So a limited chance of a shower for today, but the heat and humidity remains. High temperature of 90 degrees, and that's a gradual step down in temperature as we close out the week. Where you're really going to notice the change is for morning lows, especially over the weekend and start of next week. Notice those lows right around 60 degrees. Yeah, a few spots could even reach the upper 50s for morning lows as we head towards the weekend and early part of next week, but we do start to see a little bit of a warming trend as we look towards that middle part of next week.